What's happening? Hey, look, Texas done got a big boy commit at linebacker. Now, I think he going to be a depth piece. So, you know Texas making this championship run. That's what it's for. We stocking up on all the guys who done got a lot of football. This is going to be his 7th year of college football. 21, he put on a show, but I think he was at Nickelback. In the next 2 years, something happened to him. Probably was injured. The last 2 years, he done had a few stars. So Texas has a piece at linebacker, Darius Snow, that's gonna come in, done played college ball, done had a lot of college ball experience. Got a little safety, got a little nickel back, but he had linebacker. And he's a Texas guy. He's a Texas guy. So Will Muschamp and Steve Sarkisian, they're making sure that this defense is going to be ready to go. Look, it's a long run. It is a long, thorough process to get to this championship game. You got to make it through Ohio State, LSU, Texas A&M, and every other school that you got to play. Plus, you got the SEC championship game. We want to knock that out. Then you want to catch that first round bye, and then you know you got to make it into the Final Four, then the chip. So this is a long journey. And I think the chip, I want to say it's deep off into January and deep into January. So they're getting ready. They got the starting linebackers. They got guys that can rotate in. We gonna keep guys fresh. We're going to be fresh at Texas. I love what they doing. I love what then I went and checked him out. He wanted to leave Michigan State a few times. Now, you know, one time the head coach left, and another time the head coach done got fired. It was a lot. He was trying to get out, he'll stay. Trying to get out, he'll stay. Well, this time he said, deuces. He done got up out of there. And I love the fact that he coming to Texas. That let me know Texas making sure we got starters good to go. We got depth. So when those guys come out and get tired, we got another guy came in. He been starting before in the Big Ten. He done started before playing big time college ball. So no matter how you slice this, they're building it for something special. Then you look at how they recruited anyways. That's their 21st commit for the class of 26. Steve Sarkisian ain't playing. Like, look, if I'm going to make a run with Arch Manning, I need to get everything ready. I need to have the DBs. You got plenty of DBs, plenty of linebackers, plenty of D-line, plenty of O-line. Got 3 superstars at running back, got superstars at wide receiver, superstar quarterback. This is the time to make the run. Their defense is going to cause problems. Will Muschamp say, they coming to get you. They are coming to get you. I ain't nothing left to see now. Put that work in May, June, and July. Then fall camp in August. Then it's game time. It will be game time. Who will be able to really contest with Texas, y'all? They defense is loaded. The secondary, how you gonna throw it? Secondary like that. Then we got Colin Simmons coming off the edge. He's coming off the edge. Then you got RB in the middle, ready. This team is loaded. Texas is loaded. And on offense, Arch Manning. Then you got Cam Coleman. Cam Coleman finna raise his stock. They already had him like probably penciled in for first round. We finna concrete this thing. We finna put this in stone. Because Arch, 100% healed now? Or by the time the season comes, he's 100% healed. They're going to get that work in over the summer, May, June, July. Then fall camp, August, getting it. And they're preparing for this long journey. The journey basically started in January. It has started in January. From January to January, that's what they're trying to do, win it all. Darius Snow, a part of this journey. He's a depth piece. He can come compete and try to get in that starting rotation. It ain't going to be easy. So either way, you get all these games at Texas, at some point, you're going to get your tackles up. I'm pretty sure, but he had 34 tackles this past year. I'm believing he going to get that or more this year. That or more. Because he got that with a few stars. So that means he was probably in the games, get some rotation in. That means special teams at Texas should be should be fire. You better get your tackles on special teams. You better make your plays on special teams as well. So this gonna be a squad, y'all. Kevin, what's good? You say Texas finna go crazy seeing the clip of Coleman Moss. Yes, Coleman is like that, bro. You know what's crazy at Auburn when he committed to Auburn? Because you know he was a big time commit. So when he chose Auburn out of all the schools that wanted him, it was no real quarterbacks there. Now he left. It was a quarterback came in that can get him the ball. But you come to Texas, everything bigger in Texas, everybody watching you in Texas, you the man in Texas. Well, if him and Arch get that connection, which you know they will, they working, they throwing, they working, they throwing. Arch already said this May. Next month, they going at it. They gonna get that connection down. So imagine them getting that connection down May, June, July, fall camp. Then when August hit, well, that is fall camp, but when the first game hit, man, they finna eat them boys up. Touchdown, touchdown. Then Ryan Wingo gonna get his, Bishop gonna be getting his. The other wide receivers, Emmett and Sterling, they gonna be, man. Not to forget, you got tight ends, you got running backs that can catch it. This offense should be untouchable. Honestly, on paper, you got a first round, first pick Manning, a first round Cam Coleman, possibly a first round, second or third in Trevor. Your running backs could ball out enough to go first round or second or third. Ryan Wingo could go first, second, or third. That's a powerful offense. That is a powerful offense. Steve Sarkisian, they locking them in. And they ain't just picking everybody. They ain't got like a whole bunch of commits. It's the 21st commit. Now, is it some more? Will they get more? Will somebody add to it? I know Will Muschamp like, hey, Steve, man, look here. I need depth. I need a linebacker. I need a linebacker for each linebacker. I need a lineman for each lineman. I need a secondary guy for each secondary guy. Get me that. And when you have all these pieces, you really can't lose because you got so many people that's holding it down for you. Your first team like that. You got first rounders on defense. You got second rounders on defense. You got third rounders on defense. Texas got it all, y'all. Yeah, AK, the combo gonna go wild. You said Simmons, Coleman, Manning, top 10 picks out the gate. Simmons, what, 14 tackles? 14 sacks? Man, let me look at my book. I like to look at my book. I always like to have my book ready. Just look at, and I know this off of last year's team, but just still. You got Wingo, Emmett coming back, Trevor back. Man, you got Manning back. Then you got Brandon running it back. Man, so many people running this thing back. Then on defense with, who gonna stop Simmons? They said Colin Simmons could shut down the whole offense if he wanted to at any given time. So he laid back like, man, I don't even want to do y'all like that. So that's guaranteed the top pick. Then you got McDonald like that. You got Bo like that. Well, you really can't ask for nothing better than that. You really can't ask for nothing better than that. This is the year Arch Manning. Now, there's nothing wrong with him because remember I told y'all there was a play when he was throwing the ball against Ohio State. He's like, well, now we know what it was. It was his foot. Okay, cool. Now that's over. If we can have a game now, you would play. Okay, cool. We taking our time with it. You ain't really got to put no more. You ain't got to put pads on again until August. Now you might train in your stuff during the off season, so you'll have your stuff ready and how you feel. But either way, this a big year for Arch Manning. This is the year that he could really concrete himself. But see, I always wonder, will the Mannings allow him to go with only 2 seasons starting? I don't think I don't think he should leave after 2 seasons start. I really wanted to come back for the third year. It's no rush to go to the NFL. You already know you're gonna be like that. You're Manning, the family gonna be behind you, the league gonna be behind you, everybody gonna be behind you. So I don't think you should be in a rush to go to the league. Enjoy May. Enjoy. Yeah, he did. He did. So this is red shirt sophomore year. No, redshirt junior year this season. So he had his junior year and he come back for his senior year. I think he should. Unless he throw for like 4,000 yards and it looks good. I don't want it looking like he was throwing it this year, but it's a certain way I want it to look. And then I know he ready. Like when they had DJ Lagway, like he was a potential guy to go to the league. Somebody DJ Lagway just ain't quite there. When they had even when they had Beck ready to go to the league last year, it was just some quite wasn't there. So it's you want to have it where when you look and you like, because you get to that league, it's a different ball game. Them passes got to be coming with it. We know Arch Manning to take off, but he don't want that as his key signature. He want that Manning with that throwing. But you put it all together at college, man, do your thing. Manning, hey, take off when you need to take off, throw it when you need to throw it. He pretty much a lock for first round, top 5, #1 pick right now. But with all these extra pieces, depth on each side of the ball, you really can't help but win. You can't help but when you say, Kevin, you said Manning turned it up after that Georgia game. See, he got to be on the money this whole year. He has to be on the money the whole year. I'm talking about just straight balling, straight getting it done, or he can't. I don't want to lose no games. I know it's hard to go undefeated. I know that, but I want him to. I want to see how he look going undefeated. I want to give every team that work. I want him to have about 300 yards a game. Every game, bare minimum 300. 2 TDs or more. You give me that, you headed for the right direction. Kevin, you say after his freshman season, Lagway was projected the top pick, but struggled. Correct. And see, the quarterback at South Carolina, they had hyped him up. I just didn't see it. The quarterback that was at Nebraska, they hyped him up, but now he's going to Oregon. Now he gonna sit in red shirt. Moore had that name too, but then when he left UCLA, he went to Oregon, and then he redshirted, and in his past year he shined. I still don't look at Moore like that. Moore, to me as a quarterback, you want more than you want to have about. They say 25 games or less is hard for you in the NFL as a quarterback. As a quarterback, 25 games or less is hard for you. So you want to try to get 30 games. Like if you can get that thing to 28, 29, 30, you got a better situation going. You done seen enough action. You done seen a whole bunch of different calls. So yeah. Kevin, yes, I think Moore is overrated. But they listen. I think Arch got to do what he got to do now. Arch got to do what he has to do as well. That's why I think if Arch don't throw it the way I need to see it thrown, okay, I put it like this. The quarterback at Miami that just transferred to Miami, Dorian Menza. Now he could throw it. That boy, ha, ha, he could throw it. Now that is a big time baller. Now to me, honestly, that quarterback right there for real. That boy is for real. But since like his last name was Manning, oh my, that's matter of fact, the way he plays, that's what I want to see from Manning. That's what you think you would get from Manning. So that's what I want to get from Manning this year. I want Manning to be out there looking like Manning. Like, he got to be looking like a Manning. Guy out there getting it. I know he got that gas and he'll take off, but I need to see that passing game on point. You say close season. Well, he did. He did. He definitely did. He definitely did. Say, yeah, Miami new quarterback a dog is championship. Correct. For them too. But for Miami too. Miami has it where they gotta make this run. This is a year that you got. Well, they made the run last year, but now you gotta make it and win it. That's just where they at. That's just where they at. But you know, Indiana gonna be tough. Indiana got that quarterback from TCU, Josh Hoover. He gonna be throwing that thing. He got to clean up some stuff too. So I say if Trinidad get his year back, I don't know if he is. Trinidad good, Menza good. Arch got the potential to possibly outdo them. Possibly. I don't know how he gonna really do, but he got the potential. And the defense loaded. Yeah. They did. They did. Yep. Colorado played them. So it's this gonna be a fun year. College football, when you look at it, with all the teams, and you just go through the teams that who got balls. Like you go through the Big 12. Big 12 that you know got a big stacked team. Texas Tech got a team. Oklahoma State got a team. We're going to see what Arizona State do. We'll see what Colorado do. Houston should be pretty solid. Utah should be solid. Then you go to the Big 10. You know Michigan should come with it. Ohio State definitely come with it. Oregon going to have something. They talk like USC gonna have something, but I ain't sure. Indiana, you know, coming with it. Notre Dame gonna have something. The SEC, you know, Texas like that. LSU, I don't know how their quarterback gonna be. Florida has a opportunity. Now, Auburn might surprise people. Auburn might surprise people and be real sneaky good. Nobody else don't really make me. Oklahoma quarterback, the quarterback can get it together, they gonna have something. I don't know really what to say about Alabama. It look like they're gonna be starting a what? A red shirt freshman quarterback. Look like it. Now Texas A&M gonna fight. Ole Miss look like they gonna fight. So it's some big boy squads. It's some big. Then you know Miami like that. Louisville gonna fight. Georgia Tech gonna fight. Clemson should fight. SMU might fight, and Virginia Tech might have something. And Syracuse and Virginia. We gonna see what they do. But really, when you look at it, I don't see nobody can really stop Texas. I don't. Ohio State always stacked. They got the money to pay people. And all the schools I by name got that cash to pay you. So if you look at it like that, then yeah, that's a different ball game. So you got to be able to pay up. Texas could pay up. I know Texas could pay up. I know Texas could pay up. Can you say I don't think Indiana gonna be good? They lost. No, ooh, I don't know exactly how they gonna be, but his history shows that he gonna be balling. Kurt Signetti history shows that he's gonna ball. And the way he just transformed Indiana, it make you feel like, well, it make you feel like Texas gotta win this year. Miami gotta win. Like, you gotta win. If he came and just did this with Indiana in 2 years, that mean every other coach, you don't got no excuse. He did it too fast. You better take whatever blueprint he done showed y'all and use it. But I know a lot of it is, excuse me, he don't have that much turnover with his squads. He don't have that much turnover. Like coaching wise, he don't have that much turnovers. Kevin, you say Bama need to start running. I think he is. That boy was out there shining for the spring game. You said Texas, the most stacked team. They are. That's what I'm saying. At every position, they have superstars starting, and then they got people that's behind them hungry. So if I'm on the squad, I'm like, hey, y'all finna give me an opportunity. You're going to give me an opportunity. I'm gonna get my shine in. Let's beat the brakes off of everybody that's supposed to be cupcake, and let me get in and work if I'm on that second string. If I'm first string, let's dog them and get up out of here by third quarter or something like that. Can we say in the first half of the season, they were saying fire Sharp? Well, only because that Ohio State game, really. And then I guess Florida game. But it was Art's first year starting. And to me, you look at Art's high school film, he's playing cupcakes. That boy playing cupcakes. He probably, I seen one time in high school, he had a lineman chasing him, or at least they had on a lineman number. And this boy was running like this. He was running in slow motion chasing Arch. I'm like, Arch, you could close your eyes, throw the ball in the air, do 10 push-ups, and still avoid that tackle. But in the SEC, you got some go-getters. You got some go-getters. Well, he fast, but the guy that was chasing just was like that boy didn't have no chance of playing college football unless he was playing NCAA. Like he ain't have no chance. So now that he got that year up on his belt, now Arch Manning saying that, hey, first half of the season, I was in my head. Second half of the season, he was cutting up. So he need to just cut up from out the gate. Just, okay, you're a man in the pressure on you. Man, just do your thing. If you gonna throw the pick, throw the pick. But come back ready. Throw the touchdown, throw the touchdown. Don't put no pressure on yourself. Just go out there and play. Just know the defense so well, practice so well, that when you get in the game, it was just like practice. You're like, oh, hit that pump fake. DB bit on that practice. DB biting on in the game. How that? And watch the film so good where you know all the players' tendencies. It make it easier. It make it easier. Kevin, you say even though it was a bad season, you think any I don't think so. It nah. Somebody if somebody fell in love with the year ahead, if they watched your film from the year before and they say, "Ooh, I like that." Somebody went wrong that year, but I like that maybe. But it looked like undrafted free agents to nobody. Undrafted free agents to nobody. I'm ready to watch this draft. I'm ready to watch the draft. I know I'm ready to see who all Texas get drafted. It seemed like nobody really talking about Anthony Hill, but he really liked that. That's why I don't get that. Because last year, I would have thought coming into this draft, which I did think, Anthony Hill was first round, but I don't know how they got it there. But to me, coming into this year, he was first round to me. That's like Colin Simmons first round to me, but you never know how the season gonna go. Just never know. Now I know Arch Manning going first round. I know they got him first round, period. But Art's gonna have to show that he can really throw it. You said Ohio State gonna have 3 players? Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm saying? When you stack like that and you got that cash and you got that brand, see, that's just like Texas. They got the cash, they got the brand. They could do it. Ohio State got the cash, they got the brand, they could do it. When you got the cash and the brand, it's really hard to lose. And you're winning, yeah. It is hard not to come out on top. It's just really hard not to come out on top. So when I look at Texas, their hardest game to me, which is a playoff game, is Ohio State. Ohio State really like a playoff game. Like that's a certified playoff game. You could kind of say Texas A&M like a playoff game, LSU like a playoff game, but that Ohio State, that's surely I'm talking about that's game 2. Like you better. And good thing about it is you can get better in game 2 and the game at Ohio State. I already know that's the game of the week. That's the game of the week right there. That's a playoff game out the gate. You say this, they say the scouts like that Texas Tech linebacker more than Hill. Yeah, he was balling now. He was balling too. And they got a DN that's like that. That Bailey, that boy coming off the edge. So basically, if Colin Simmons had a year that he had this past year, he guaranteed top 5, probably top 10. Arch Manning He got to win in the big games. If he could win, if he could deliver in the big games, he good. If he could deliver in the big games. And you say true, Ohio State is tough. They defense losing down stop. They are. I don't know at safety who they gonna have to replace Downs. You can say Styles or Reese, but sometimes that stuff be off for what you did in the 40. Your 40 be See, Downs, everybody been rocking with him, but Styles and Reese, it seemed like, well, definitely Reese, it seemed like that 40. It seemed like the 40 made Reese turn into like something special. Because when you look at it, like he was just balling like that per se. So I just know if Texas come with their A game, Steve Sarkisian got all his focus on offense. Will Muschamp is a head coach himself, so he running that defense fully like he want to. Sharp running the offense fully like he want to. He ain't got to worry about defense. They fully locked in. They fully both trying to dominate. You ain't really got to worry about Will Muschamp trying to leave you. So I think this Will Muschamp, he'll ride this out. I think they want the chip. I think the way they built this Texas team, you could tell they want the chip. They got veteran wide receivers, veteran go-getters, veteran running backs. Them running backs, nice. Brown and Hollywood, man, them boys, nice. Kevin, you say Arch got experience now. We should have. He got it. But Julian Sand coming in, and he ready too. You know, Julian Sand trying to make his audition for the NFL. Matter of fact, he threw at Pro Day. That boy was out there throwing that Pro Day like, hey, yeah, yeah. You know, sometimes the big time quarterbacks don't throw at Pro Day. Not when you getting ready to go, like the year before you think you might come out. I don't know if Julian Sand gonna come out because what, he gonna be a redshirt sophomore this year. He could. I know they gonna have him hyped up if he ball. He would technically be a junior in the schoolwork, so he could go pro. But yeah, hey, Kev, listen. Julian Sand had the best completion in college football. Like, he had the best completion in college football. I'm like, dog, that boy hitting it about everything. That, so it's gonna be a game versus two first round quarterbacks. Two first round quarterbacks. Whew. You can't ask for nothing better than that. Like Austin, Texas. They say the traffic wild. Now I came to Texas for, I told y'all, the playoff game when they played Clemson. That game was good. I love the stadium. I love every song they played. It seemed like they had every Texas, any song that said Texas, they had it. I love how the game went from starting in the day to the night game. Then they showed all the lights, that the light show they had. So Texas is definitely a place to be. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That game was right. Yes. Yep. The game in Texas, that Ohio State game in Texas. I doubt they make it a 12 o'clock game. Like last year, I believe that game was a 12 o'clock game at Ohio State. I doubt they do that in Texas. That's probably gonna be a 7:30 game or 8 o'clock game. And at worst case scenario, they ain't starting at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time because that's 2:30 their time. They could probably start at 8 o'clock and that's 7 o'clock their time. Yep, they'll probably start that game at 8 o'clock. That's probably gonna be a night game. Listen, Austin was nice when I went out there. Hey, Austin, Texas was beautiful. It had Florida type weather. I could deal with any city or any town. They got Florida type weather. Like I went in December and it felt good, just like Florida feel good. It went like, ooh, I had to wear a coat and I had to have all the winter gear on. I was out there chilling from top of the morning to the night, chilling. I just know Texas got a stacked team. So everybody that's locked in on Texas, y'all got a stacked team. I know everybody gonna be scared. Manny might leave after this season. I just don't know. I don't think he in a rush to go get in that grown man world of football yet. Yeah, Yeah, Austin slept on. I know everybody like Houston. I know everybody like Dallas and that Fort Worth area. But listen, Austin was nice. They got a bunch of places you can eat at. Uh, a lot of stuff by the school probably stay open late. I'm talking about real late, maybe even 24 hours. If not 24, it go deep into the hours because they know they got students that's gonna be out and about, especially on game night. Especially on game night. So you really can't lose being at University of Texas. And Austin is beautiful. Your money gonna be right. You know the kids gonna want the fresh whips, which are cars. Uh, they gonna have money for days. They gonna be ready. And then you ball on Saturday. They got everything else at your fingertips. Best some of the top facilities in the country. Yeah, you can't lose. You're on TV every weekend. Arch Manning on the squad, Cam on the squad, Colin on the squad. So that's a lot of ballers. Can you say Manning Stan? His uncles knows college football is more fun than the NFL. It is, but he don't have to rush because he getting paid right now in college. Um, that's why I think he coming back for his senior year. Even if he win a chip and the Heisman, I just still feel like he'll come back. They still gonna draft him in the top 10, regardless. Uh, I think Arch got a good situation. But hey, congrats to Darius Snow. You done got yourself on a championship bound team. I see nothing less than the playoffs for Texas. Anything less than the playoffs was it's gonna be a bad look on Charlotte. Like they have to get to the playoffs. Then on top of getting to the playoffs, it's almost really like technically they gotta win the SEC. It just feels like you gotta win the SEC as well. Because it seems like Texas quarterback is better than Texas quarterback in the SEC. I know Auburn got a quarterback, but I still think Arch could be better. Um, Ole Miss got a quarterback of Trinidad coming back. Georgia, I don't know how Stockton really is. And I'm trying to think who else got a quarterback that's like that. LSU quarterback with Sam, I don't think he all that in a bag of chips. Alabama probably started a red shirt freshman. Florida, they could start a red shirt freshman in TJ, but they might go with AP because AP came from Georgia Tech with the offensive coordinator, who the offensive coordinator been rocking with him. So Florida could be a tough game. Florida could be a tough game. LSU at LSU, that's probably gonna be a tough game. But Arch Manning could get it done. He got a squad. You hit, you can hand it off, and that's gonna be trouble for teams. You could throw it, that's gonna be trouble for teams. Yes, a lot. Can you say Georgia lost Branch and Alabama doesn't start Russell? Texas got no excuses. I still think with them starting Russell, Texas really ain't got no excuses. This is a team with no excuses. Steve Sarkisian can fully focus on offense. Will Muschamp got full defense. That's a former head coach. He is a head coach. Running. Plus, you got Coach Gideon back, which he was the safeties coach back at safety. Then went to Georgia Tech, became a defense coordinator. But he's back, so he got more knowledge to bring to the table. Yeah, on paper, it looked like Texas could be in the chip. But also, it feel like Miami could be in the chip. I don't know how Indiana, what all they really got back, but you know they gonna be contenders. Ohio State gonna be contenders. Oregon gonna be somewhere out there. Uh, we'll go from there. But hey, blessings to y'all. I'm gonna start going live more on this channel, y'all. I'm gonna start going more live. Hey, holla at y'all.